Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. This is the Wrestling Challenge review for the Wrestling Challenge for the let's see, 11th of October, 1992. And again, not a bad show. I prefer these 90s wrestling shows up until about 96, 97 over anything that's done modern day just because there's actually purposes to the matches, even if they're squashes. Anyway, includes the announcement that Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior would face Ric Flair and Ramone in the main event of Survivor Series, featuring an opening segment where Gene Okerlund shown with the Bushwhackers at the merchandise booth. Also includes a vignette promoting the return of Bob Backlund, featuring a closing segment where the Bushwhackers are shown in the concession stands. We see Crush facing off against Scotty Zappa 235, defeating him with the head vice maneuver. Crush at the time coming back off of the, I guess you'd say the better part. Well, not better part, but off of the run with the demolition gimmick. Coming back as a babyface. Didn't know that was all the way in 1992, although it would make sense that it was. But anyhow, you know, wrist locks, wrist and other power maneuvers. The tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Crush also leading him to a bit of a victory, and also the clothesline along the way there. The tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and the bear hug and other basic maneuvers. The head vice crunch by Crush, leading to the ultimate in victories for him. Then we move to the, as mentioned, the announcement that the Survivor Series would be main evented by none other than Razer, Ramone, and Ric Flair against Randy Savage. And the Ultimate Warrior, the Ultimate Maniacs, as it were, Papa Shango, relatively new around here, in an enhancement match, as it were, and trying to get things going. Big splash in the corner against the enhancement guy. The enhancement talent happening to be none other than Chad, almost 210. Papa Shango doing the voodoo gimmick with a reverse shoulder breaker, inverted shoulder breaker, getting the victory in 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Super short match, nothing that really matters. But Papa Shango still kind of being built up for and doing the Ultimate Warrior program at the time or thereabouts. Still kind of managing that a little bit. Anyway, and again, you gotta kind of figure too, Warrior gone before Survivor Series 92, so still there. The Bushwhackers in an enhancement match, as it were. Bushwhackers, I still can't believe they were here until 95, 96, somewhere in there. For some reason, I thought they were done by the end of 92. Dale Hutchinson and Butch Long are the opponents of the Bushwhackers here, and they are, to have the crowd behind them 100% of the way, to say the very least. Very basic match, as it were. Bushwhackers doing the head rubbing gimmick, head licking gimmick, and ultimately clotheslines along the way. Double clotheslines, double gut busters, and the battering ram. Bushwhackers are extremely valuable at the time, and they managed to get everything going the way they intended to, and the battering ram gets them the victory. Bushwhackers are in a quick and decisive victory. Nails and the Big Boss Man coming up with a steel cage match at the local house show area stuff. Nails and the Boss Man, of course, doing their feud since around the summertime, and the blow off of the then that's going to be November 7th at the Boston Garden, as it were. Obviously, the nightstick match coming up very quickly. Money Inc. and the Natural Disasters going their separate ways. Jimmy Hart standing behind Money Inc. Natural Disasters having fired Jimmy Hart a little bit earlier before winning the tag team champions in the same market, pretty much, the Boston Garden, Worcester Centrum's type market. Anyway, we go to another in the series of things here. Jim Peterson is the, I guess you'd say, main foe of the Big Boss Man out here in the next of segments. Boss Man continuing his dominance, as it were, and ultimately managing to get what he can. Shots under the chin. Boss Man did kind of a front claw. Big clotheslines in the corner. Big slide through splash in the corner. And the takedown slides through the legs, getting the Boss Man slam and the use of the nightstick headed towards his forays with the wonder that his nails Randy Savage out going to be out there and challenging in going at it with Ric Flair, the Ultimate Maniac's promise. Also, Savage and the Warrior had to be headlining the Survivor Series. Although Savage part of that, Warrior not Warrior leaves before it's over. Rick Martel, the model, still around here in 1992. And Rick the Model Martel coming out in a trench coat, even though he's wearing the pink tights. Victor Reeves is his opponent for the day. Super short match, as it were. A couple of body slams, top wrist locks, other basic maneuvers. Martel just kind of here filling time, to be honest, not really having a major program. Post the SummerSlam 92 deal with Shawn Michaels, which I still think is a program that could have gone further, but you have them both as heels, couldn't go too far, but clothesline out of the corner, and then the attempted and successful foray into the Boston Crab by Martel, and he gets everything he wants out of that deal. Certainly, Rick Martel, a former AWA champion, probably could have done much more with him at the time, but probably most remembered as the model now these days. Having had his AWA championship foray not being seen as such a big deal, since the AWA has, I wouldn't say fallen into obscurity, but I think most people know Martel more for his run in the WWF as the model, as opposed to his AWA run or anything else. Even the WCW run where he came back in 97, 98, not exactly the way that he wanted it to end. Anyhow, so Martel going that way. And then we see the Bob Backlund hype for his return, 42, 43 years old. I think they were always planning to go heel with him. Took a little longer than imagined, probably. I don't really know, but Backlund basically hyped as a 6-year champion. Also, the Nasty Boys out here and managing to take things over in that way for him or for them. Basically, I mean, it's a basic run for the Nasty Boys here in 1992. They are, I don't know that they fully turned here. I think they probably no, they had not. So again, Nasty Boys still under the auspices of one Jimmy Hart. The babyface turn of the Nasty Boys coming in early 93, and they kind of run that through. Anyway, punch kick, very basic offense from the Nasties, sending their man back into the turnbuckle and trying to get things there. Nasty Boys and Money Inc. eventually going to go at it. But the natural disasters are where that goes. They, however, don't last very long. Power slam and the double, the elbow drop there. Then we go back to the event center. Boston Garden still hyping November 7th. Boston, a monthly tour town for the WWF at the time. Papa Shango going at it with Crush. Crush promising to get rid of Papa Shango once and for all. And Papa Shango promising to curse the Hawaiian Crush. Speaking of other matches in the same venue or at the same time, there is a continuance, and Papa Shango has his tremors. and it has the fire burning underneath. Other matches already signed for about a month away, a little less than a month away. Sean Mooney lets us know that those matches are there. Crush and the Berserker are going to go at it there. The foray into Bret Hart and Papa Shango. The Hitman and Shango would have gone, I guess, maybe, in a natural disasters tag match with Ted DiBiase and the IRS versus the natural disasters, Randy Savage and Razor Ramone on top, along with the Boss Man and Nails inside a steel cage. Interesting that they never did the cage match anywhere but the house show circuit. Anyhow, we'll be back with more right after this.